say it all that. I'll say that all that again.
Okay,
Ready?
go.
In 5, 4, 3, 2. Our friend's house.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I'll probably keep the beginning stuff.
I
Yeah.
can repeat it all again.
Oh my God.
To make it like streamlined, but
More cohesive. Okay. Yeah. Go.
Huh?
Who are you?
I'm me.
And I am I.
I am I.
you are you, and we are we.
Okay, there we go.
Who are you?
That's it. That's the intro.
Us.
Us.
Together. This is us.
And this is our friends.
House.
House
Podcast.
That's all the intro you need.
There
That's
you
fucking
go.
awesome.
Yeah, you guys know us by now, all 5 of you.
Bye, Joanna.
Yeah, Joanna.
That's it.
All the homeboys out there.
Joanna,
Homegirls.
Mom, Dad, you know my friends.
Todos los compas.
Compas.
Compas and comas. You know?
Commas?
All the Compa Loompas.
Was comas? Comadres? Comadres?
Comadres. Oh, okay.
But I just said it. I
Never
said
heard
it
it.
like in a funny way, you know?
Yeah, okay, I never heard comas, that's why.
No,
Like comales.
Comales.
Para calentar las tortillas, vale.
Yeah, alright, so
for me, the joke.
the joke.
What joke?
Me llaman el comal porque caliento las gorditas.
Oh my god.
I love this.
Yeah. Alright, welcome back.
Hello.
I'm Rigo. That's Marco. That's Celery Celeste. And that's Isidric, Space Drop Isidro. Yeah. Yeah.
He the best.
He's the biz.
He the best.
Alright, so Celeste, you want to recap?
So we were talking about. I said we were talking about the movie Run with Sarah Paulson.
Wait. Look at that balance, bro. That fucking mic is just like an immovable object.
So that's Isidro.
How is
Yeah, just hold on to knock it over again.
When I was looking at the recording from last week, I don't know how many times that mic got knocked over.
Did you see when he knocked it over and Alvin was on me and he like jumped off of me?
No, I don't think I saw that
He
one.
scratched me really bad.
Oh my
when
god.
he did
I'm
that.
concentrating to not move at all.
Focus.
So if you see him like
Focus.
zoned out, it's because he's concentrating really
Yeah.
hard not
That
to
was
move.
focusing.
I'm focusing.
Focusing.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm a man of focus, determination, and sheer fucking will.
That's
Okay.
facts. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I
Anyway.
was talking about the movie Run. It's called Run with Sarah Paulson and I don't know who else the other actresses are.
I've
but-
never even heard of this movie.
Yeah, it was on. Was it Hulu? I think it was Hulu.
So it's a new movie?
No,
Not necessarily. It came out in the past couple years.
it's good though.
It's really good.
But
I
it's
would-
like new. It's not a movie from like the early 2000s
no,
or something.
no,
like
it's new. It's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
a couple years. But I would like. I really recommend that we should watch it because it was a really good
Wait,
movie, and I
Run?
would be really down to watch it
Are,
again.
are,
Yes.
are you in?
Yeah, just Run.
Oh.
So yeah, it's basically about a mother with the psychological disorder called Munchausen by proxy. Which, when I said it earlier, Marco was very confused, or both of you guys were very
Bro,
confused. All the time.
I name fucking organic molecules every day, and I did not understand what the fuck was going on.
I didn't know what it was either. And then I learned it in
I
my,
believe in
my
science.
psychology classes. But it's basically a psychological disorder where parents purposely make their kids sick, like severely sick, so that they seem like good parents, and so their kids can like always like depend on them and stuff. And like it goes as far as like there's some cases, like there's a real case on Gypsy Rose. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She ended up killing her mom.
Oh my god.
Well, the boyfriend killed her, right?
Well, yeah, she met it. She
Yeah.
organized to
She
like,
organized
kill
it, yeah.
her mom.
No,
It's like
And she's out, right? She's like out on the streets now.
I don't.
Yeah.
Is she already?
Yeah, I think so. Because I remember I think I remember
people
hearing
had
Bobby
did
talk
a
about it.
petition to let her
Like
out.
to let her
Yeah.
out. Yeah, because she was like.
Literally,
She basically her mom what made her think like she had like cancer.
She was bald and
She was she paralyzed her. She gave her medicine to make her paralyzed from like the waist down. So
What
she was
the
always in a
fuck?
wheelchair.
To add to what Celeste said, it's not parents. It's specifically mothers.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
it's
yeah,
a
it's
disorder
like
that affects
mothers.
mothers. Not.
Oh, okay.
What
So
the
wait.
fuck?
Sorry. So the Munchkin.
Munchausen. Munchausen.
That was a hella fucking up.
It wasn't hella off.
The munch,
Wait.
The only thing that was the same was the first letter.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm getting corrected by Marco. I feel like I was in the ballpark. I was in the.
The munch, right?
Yeah, I got the munch. I was gonna say the Machowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski, yeah. The Mike Wazowski disease.
Okay.
Munchausen by proxy.
Munchausen?
Munchausen
Munchausen.
Can we call it something
by
shorter?
proxy.
The Munch House?
MUNCHHAUSEN.
It's only one H.
Huh?
Huh?
I said
You said two
Bro,
H's.
I can't keep
You said
up.
HH.
Yeah.
MUNCHHAUSEN.
4-methyl-3.
Yeah.
3-ethyl.
Okay, well, can I just call it the Munch disease?
Yes.
Okay.
The Munch.
I'm abbreviated.
Wait, how is it only one H?
Huh?
If the H is the ch, and then the
Okay, it doesn't really matter what it's spelled like. Okay, let's just keep talking about.
Cause it'd be Munch and then ow.
Munchausen.
Ow.
Munch
Yeah. It's not
Hausen?
Munch how.
Hausen.
Yeah. Alright, so the Munch disease.
Yeah, makes
The
sense.
Munch disease,
It is just one H.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's Munchausen.
yeah.
It's a mental
Munchausen.
illness.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Chum.
that's referring to the mom that's doing this to the kids?
Yes.
Okay, because I thought when you were describing it, I thought it was what they call what happens to the kids. Like they grow up to develop Munchausen
No.
disease, and because they believe that they're
No,
sick.
this
No, no,
disease-
no.
Okay, okay.
The
The,
illness
the
is
mom
the mom
makes them
is
sick. Like
Hmm.
they continue to give them pills.
Yeah.
Like in the movie, specifically in the movie, well, I don't want to like
No, don't tell me.
Explain.
Yeah,
Don't tell me, 'cause
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we
If
got
we're
the
gonna watch
gist.
it-
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we're gonna watch it, which I really feel we should.
I'm down.
Yeah.
It's because if you
It's
tell me,
so-
I'm not gonna want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, that's what it's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about a mom with that illness.
I'm gonna say my bit from before the
Doing that
podcast.
to her
And
kids.
so, like, has there ever been a case of a father doing that?
I'm not
'Cause-
sure. I've
'cause-
only ever heard like mom.
'Cause
Like
this
the
spec-
most famous one is Gypsy Rose, the one where
Oh.
she meditated to kill her mom.
Yo, what the fuck, man? That's
Mm-hmm.
so fuck.
There's a whole like series on Hulu on it where they like.
But like
Freddie's mom.
who? Oh, from iCarly? What the fuck?
No, that's just very overprotective.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a
she's not physically giving him ever
medicines and
like,
shit.
medicines and stuff. To, like,
There
keep
was
him-
I forget, like she was giving him medicine for something that he didn't have.
That's dark.
Yeah, like I remember there was something
Well, I
that
don't know.
she
Dan
did.
Schneider is pretty creepy.
No, I mean I think that's the joke. Like, because I mean it's usually portrayed as a joke. I mean that's what the kid's mom from It was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm talking about
Like, I mean, it's always like a joke. It's like
It's
the
a
super
freaking-
overprotective mother. But then when you really think about it, it's like, dang, like the dude was taking all those pills.
Could go.
Like,
It's a very crazy thing. Like
So if like the mom is doing that
Mhm.
to
But it's
basically
like
feel like needed
It's
by
like
They
the
wanna
this
be-
child.
It's like a
Yeah.
narcissist.
But-
It's like on the spec. It's like a narcissistic.
you should look up the Gypsy Rose thing and like you'll see like on YouTube and you'll see all like the documentaries on it and stuff. It's really
Gypsy Rose.
interesting.
I'll look it up like at like 10 in the morning because then I'm gonna fucking not want to
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah, no, trust me. Like you'll see it, and like you just want to keep watching the videos, like of all of them, because it's just crazy. Like in that case, like the mom would, steal the like prescription pads from the doctors
Uh-huh.
and like write her own prescriptions and stuff.
Bro, it's so creepy.
Yeah.
hey, that kind of happened to me. Not my mom. My mom didn't do that to me. But sorry, right now that you guys were describing that to me, you guys know that thing I have in my eye?
You have something in your eye?
Yeah. Look at my right eye. Do you see like that thing growing like on my eye?
On your eye?
Yeah. Look at right at the pupil.
It's like in there? Oh shit! yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, what?
breaking news. We just found something out. Good Lord.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Háblame, Jesús.
So that's called pinguecula. Pinguecula. It's like a little plant, basically. Like it's the reason why I need to have like transition lenses, because the more sunlight it gets, the more it grows. But and if they surgically remove it, it'll grow back eventually. So they basically need to let it grow until it starts becoming bothersome, and then they remove it. That way, I'm not getting a surgery like every month or whatnot. But when I first got diagnosed with it, they thought that I had high eye blood pressure.
Oh yeah.
So they thought I had glaucoma.
Yeah.
So since I was in the 10th grade, I've been taking drops for glaucoma. And then right now when I started going to UC Davis, they sent me to one of their doctors.
So they misdiagnosed you.
No, they always knew that I had the pinguecula, but on top of that, they
That was
added
also
the glaucoma. And I had been adding eye drops to my every single night since I've been in the 10th grade. I've always had to put these eye drops in my eyes. And it's weird because I went to 3 different offices in LA and they all confirmed that I had glaucoma. Then I start going to a eye doctor here when I started going to UC Davis, and they sent me to their like hospital or whatnot. And that guy specializes in youth glaucoma, because glaucoma is very rare to develop in children. It's an old person's disease. Like every time I would go to the offices, like for the glaucoma like clinics,
It'd always be like old people.
old people. Yeah, I was the only kid there. So he's like specializes in that field. And when he looked at my eye, he was like, "Yeah, you have like high blood pressure, but it's not. There's no damage that indicates like glaucoma." So he was like, "You don't have to take your drops." And then I went off of them. Yeah, no, I went off of them, and then like 6 months later, I went back in, and my eye pressure was normal. So it was weird, but like 3 different doctors misdiagnosed the fact that. So I thought I had glaucoma.
Wait, so like, how do you have a plant in your ear? Como se te cayó un frijol en el ojo? Or what?
In his eye.
Yeah. Yeah, like how?
He said ear, right?
He said
ear.
Oh, whoops.
I was like, wait.
I can't hear you, SpongeBob. It's too dark.
It's too dark. Jaw.
No, it's just they describe it as a plant because it reacts exactly like a plant does.
The photosynthesis?
It grows with sunlight.
Sunlight.
Mm-hmm. So it's like the best way that you can describe what it is a plant. That's how they'll describe it to most patients, is that you have a plant that's growing in your eye.
So it's not a plant. It's like a microorganism.
I think so. I've never really looked into details of like what it is.
It's like a type of algae.
And when you see pictures of me in high school, I'd never really noticed it until now. When I look at it, I'm like,
I didn't even notice it
it's
either.
like-
What the
Me
fuck?
either.
no, I know, but I see it, and it's the only thing I can see in my eye. I'm like, fuck, people must think I look like a
I would
freaking
have never
weirdo.
known if you never mentioned it.
I literally never knew.
But when I look back at pictures when I first got diagnosed with it, and it's not there. Like, it actually grew. Like, when you look at pictures like that, it was just red. My eyes were always red. And now
Yeah.
it's actually turning into something that's spreading.
Like,
It's weird.
yeah.
Mm.
I want to see, like, a time lapse of it.
He's like, they were red, but they were red for other reasons.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god. No, that was the best part. Because that was the best part. Bro. Being a kid,
Chronic.
yeah. Being a kid diagnosed with glaucoma, like that was the best part, because it's like none of the teachers could give me shit about my eyes being red in school.
Yeah.
I would get stopped all the time, like, "Why are your eyes so fucking red?" And I have a doctor's note, and they're
You're
like,
like,
They're like, dang.
read it and we
You're just like,
He's just in the, he's just in the back of the class, like. What? Huh?
Rico, I heard you got a plant growing in your eye. Yeah, it's fucking weird.
It's
bro.
fucking weird. "How high are you?" "Yes."
yes.
What's those things called? The fucking trichomes.
Trichomes.
Isn't that the little orange things that grow on weed or something?
Oh yeah.
Some shit like that,
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, no one had that disease, the munch disease, but they made me believe that that's what I had.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You had the munchies by Smokey disease, bro.
Munchies by
Jesus,
Smokey. Yeah, I first learned about that in my psychology class, and I was like, what? I was like, I did not know that existed.
People do that
And
though.
yeah, it's
Dude, they're
crazy.
it's crazy.
like they go to, like, to the extent, like in the Gypsy Rose one again. I mean, because that's the most popular case. Like the mom would like research ways to like my God, I lost my train of thought. She would research ways to like make it seem real, like to see which medications exactly she could give her kid to make it look real, that so that the doctors couldn't catch it.
I wonder how much of it is malicious. Like, you know, like what if she genuinely believes that her daughter has this illness? And you know what I mean? Like that's kind of how they rationalize it in their
She
head.
had a whole hallway closet stocked
Yeah,
with
but
different medications.
I think to a degree,
stocked from like top
like
to bottom.
any lie like that or any sort of like scenario, like you start. She probably like they probably at some point start mixing the truth.
Yeah.
But they're completely aware of what they're doing because, like she said, they run it like it's basically like they run a program.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's it called? Like control.
It's
Sorry.
control the
crazy.
kid. Like it's
Yeah.
It's just it's a mental illness. Like it's some sort of like narcissistic.
I think
disorder.
also
That's fucking crazy.
Mhm.
Well, like I don't know. I'm just thinking the fact that there's like an injection that could like paralyze you, but not permanently.
just wait till you watch the run.
Yeah.
Like to see.
Oh, she was paralyzed, but not permanently.
No. The injections. So
Well,
I
it
learned
wasn't
about this from
necessarily
Steve-O.
injections that she gave her,
Yeah,
but
it's side
you'll
effects.
see
Side effects of certain
medications that
and they're giving, especially
numb out
they're
your
giving
legs,
it
basically.
more than like the required dose, and especially somebody who doesn't even have the illness that the medication is originally intended for, or
You lose feeling.
it's not
in
even
your
for
legs.
humans.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's medication that's for other animals that they're giving to.
Like horse tranquilizers.
Yeah, shit like that.
to like numb out
It's like
the legs.
ketamine, bro.
And they'll
Holy
keep giving it to
fuck.
them, telling them it's for something, one of their
And then it's
conditions.
Just like,
So
you're
they
sick,
keep giving
you're
it to
sick, and
maintain the numbness in the legs.
like just imagine the psychological like trauma that the kids would feel
I feel
Yeah.
like
from
that.
being
That
told like, oh, you're sick, you're gonna die, you've been sick your whole life, and then it's just like
I never
was
had none
never-
of this.
I
Like
never
I
was-
was perfectly healthy.
never
Mm-hmm.
sick.
bro. I feel like that must do a number on your fucking nervous system.
That's why
Yeah.
they petitioned for her to like let her out of jail for a Gypsy
And
Rose.
because even like when you would hear her talk, she was still a little girl.
Yeah, like she
Yeah.
had very
Like,
high pitched.
Mentally, she
Yeah.
was not.
I'm
adult?
telling you, look
yeah,
up
like,
this case. Like look it up.
was fucking.
But like, okay,
Look
do you
it
think
up.
like?
It's so interesting. Like
Okay.
it's
I guess my only concern is like if she was released though, like
How fucked up is she that she can do something else?
yeah, like because I doubt that they have her like on watch or like they put her in a facility somewhere where she'll get like the help that she
We
needs.
don't know if she's released though.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought
'Cause
what I
yeah.
understood was she was getting out soon, like in the near,
Mhm.
like the 2020 something year.
Because I agree, like it's fucked up that she's in prison, but when you think about like how
She should have been put
like-
into a mental facility.
Yeah, like
to
where she could
help,
get
not,
help,
not
not
prison.
yet. Yeah.
Not prison.
But the thing is the mental.
they're not
works.
gonna, yeah,
Yeah, it's like you're basically in prison, but
Yeah.
you're just
See, the other
in
thing
a
with-
soft room.
you're not in there to get out.
The other
Yeah.
thing with that case too, which I think played into the mom wanting to keep doing it too, is that this girl, like because they made her believe she had cancer and stuff, so she got a lot of attention. She was on TV
Money.
a lot. She
Yeah,
got
I
money.
remember
She
that.
got the Make a Wish stuff. She got so many like Disney trips, like all these sort of things. So I think that played into it, like that attention. The mom also liked because
Yeah.
the mom was getting praised not just from like she was getting praised from everyone from being
That's
such
crazy.
an amazing mom.
Yeah, that's
you get
really what
like
it
a
is.
Make a Wish, and it's
Yeah.
like 6 years
More
later
so-
she's still
more-
around. It's like
More
what the
so than
fuck?
Yeah.
even like keeping the child under your control. It's
like
the
that.
showing.
That
Mm-hmm.
social
And getting
praise.
that
She's like,
attention.
Oh, so like kind of like when like someone will like buy food for like a homeless person, but
And they have to.
but
tell them.
they like record it like, oh, like I gave this to you and stuff. It's not because they're doing a good deed because they want to. They do it for the attention.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you guys?
It's crazy. Look it up, please. Look it up. Look
Yeah.
up the case on YouTube, and you'll see all the documentaries.
I don't want to steer too far away, but I do kind of this. I like this.
Just
what
end it
he
at
brought
that.
up.
Look
yeah,
it up,
yeah, because I don't want to get too much into the movie.
and then we'll
But-
watch it. We'll watch
yeah.
Run.
But wait, he said right now. Do you guys
Yes.
like? I was thinking. Yeah. I was thinking about this philosophical question. Like sometimes I think about something I wanted to ask Isidro, and this is one thing that I wanted to bring up on the podcast. Do you think there's like how you said that people do good things because they want other people to know.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys ever done something good for someone and then it kind of like makes you feel good and then you kind of feel bad because then you feel like you did it for the wrong reasons? Even if like no one saw it, but like you do something good, but then you're just kind of like, oh, you know, like I did something nice today, so like
I think
maybe I'm gonna have a good day. But then you're just
I
kind of
think-
like, fuck, like,
I think there's a selfishness in unselfish deeds.
yeah.
Because if you're a good person, or you generally try to be a good person, it feels good. So it brings you, it's a dopamine release. It gives you a sense of like, hey, I did something good for somebody. Like, it makes you feel good. And I think the type of people we are, it makes sense that it's like, yeah, you might think of it, and then there's doubt that kicks in. You're like, oh, what if I only did that
To make me
to
feel
make
good.
me feel better?
Mm-hmm.
Did I really do it because I care about other people? And then it's like, once you get into that, it's just like, well, you're opening up something that's just like, well, nothing you do is ever going to be good enough then,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
But-
at that point, you might
yeah.
as well get it. You can easily get into the whole, like, oh, I'm not over there in fucking Doctors Without Borders fucking delivering or fucking vaccines to the poor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not doing enough. That means I'm not a good person. You know, it's like, it's something that I think is natural to think, and I think a lot of people think that, but I think it also has to do with like our self-esteem and
Mm-hmm.
the way we view
Like
ourselves.
self love and stuff.
What about you? Do you ever? I want to know what because I don't know. You're always so like. We talked about it. He has like a golden retriever vibe with him.
You do have
Yeah.
a very golden retriever vibe.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
Like.
You just seem like you like nothing worries you, but
Mhm.
that's not like. we
Oh, that
know
is
you,
not the
we know
case.
that's
Yeah,
not
no,
the
yeah,
case.
yeah. But I'm
like,
just saying.
But like I
like,
said, and Marco, he's like that though. But that's because that's how he is socially.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
But I want to know what's going on in your head. Like, I don't know. Do you ever get that thought? Like, when you do something good for someone and you think, like, did I do it for the right reasons? Or do you just do it and not think about it?
So now that you bring it up, there was one time where I did feel that way because I went to go study for a bio exam with some classmates. It was a group of us, and we went to what the fuck is that coffee place called? Morgan's Mill. You know,
Yeah.
you guys know where
By
that
the
is?
train tracks?
Yeah, by the train tracks. You guys know where the Maria's Cantina thing is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there used to be a gym there. I think I never went there, but
There should be a library too.
something like that.
Yeah,
But
and
it's
it's
a
a
coffee
library
shop.
down the street. Yeah.
I've only been there when it's Morgan Mill. I've never been there before. So I went there, and we studied and everything, and we were walking back to the cars. And as we're walking back to the cars, there was this girl over in the corner of the Maria's thing, just sitting there with her dog, listening to music. He had headphones on, and then some dude like walked up, and like they started arguing and stuff. And then she's like, "Oh, like something." You couldn't really make out what they were saying, but it's like something. It started escalating, and then she's like, "Leave me the fuck alone! Like, stop touching me! Like stop touching me! Like, leave me alone! It's just like you're bothering me! Like, stop!" She's obviously trying to get attention, because obviously like he's bothering her, And so then we were just kind of waiting around, just kind of like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And
She's
then,
trying to get attention
Yeah.
for help.
yeah,
okay.
attention for help.
Yeah,
Not for in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
negative way.
yeah,
No.
I thought you meant like,
No.
I just wanted to clarify it. Yeah.
She wanted attention because obviously she was being bothered. Like she
Yeah.
wanted help, and obviously there was a shit ton of people at the Maria's thing, right? But I feel like everyone was just kind of like, we don't know what the fuck is happening,
That bystander effect.
Yeah, and then the guy was like, "Oh, you stole my fucking headphones! Like those are my fucking headphones!" Like he obviously had some issue with her.
Yeah.
And then he's just started fucking hitting her. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
What the fuck?
And he started hitting her. He started punching her. And then so that's when we were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And so like we ran across the street and we're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And the guy obviously he's just like, "Oh, like heck of people are like coming towards me now," and he's just like, "Fuck you, something." He's just like, "Better not see you again." Yeah, threatening her. And then so she leaves or he leaves. He's walking away. He's leaving. And we're like, "Yo, are you okay?" She's just like, "I'm fine," and she just left. And then I remember afterwards, I was kind of standing there and I was like, okay, we did something good here because obviously we made the guy leave, right? But then at the same time, I was like, would I have done that if I was by myself? You know, if I wasn't with this group of people,
Mm.
and that's one thing that kind of does bug me. Like, it's just like, would I have done that if they weren't there? You know, would I have succumbed to the
yourself
bystander
into-
effect?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, because it is different when you're in a group.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
well, you
saying?
got backup. You
Yeah.
don't know what
Yeah.
this guy's capable of.
You don't know
Like
your
if he's
hands on
hitting
him
her,
either. Yeah.
like, and
Yeah.
I throw myself in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's so yeah. When you bring that up, like that is one thing that I'm just like, huh, like, what would have happened?
I mean, that falls back to, I think, what we were talking about that one time is like, isn't that the reason why I think a lot of people get same thing into like martial arts and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I know that, like, that's why I got.
I'll tell you this:
Well,
if I knew
not the
jujitsu
main
that
reason why I
day,
got into boxing, because I like it, but it's because of that
Just have
fear
him on
that
the
it's just
floor.
like, what if
Shroom
like,
walk
there
him.
comes a time where I need to defend somebody I care about and I can't.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or like that whole, like I said last time, you get that feeling of like, where, like, everybody overestimates what they do in a situation like that. You know, you fantasize, you're just like, yeah, I do this and I do this.
you
and
Superman
I act
punch
this
one
way.
guy.
And then just like, well,
The Attack on Titan thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bitch down like I got this.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah.
reality is very different. Or it falls somewhere in the middle. Just, you don't know.
Mhm.
But it's that fear that it's just like, the biggest thing I would fear is to freeze
Mm-hmm.
and not do something. And then it's just like, oh, because then like living with that is just like, that's.
Well, yeah, it makes you feel guilty because it's just like you could have done something, but you didn't.
But I also, yeah. And then I also think it's, like I said, the self-esteem aspect. It's just like, at that point, it's if I think that maybe I'm a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe in times of weakness, I'm just like, man, maybe I'm
Is that your true self?
maybe I'm a coward.
Mhm.
Like maybe
Yeah.
that at that point I'm confirming it to
Mhm.
myself that
Mhm.
like
Like where it matters most.
that I'm that I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough.
Weird thing. Is this like? Do you ever have that feeling?
What? Of what?
I don't know,
exactly?
because I'm wondering like how he was bringing up like situations where like he feels like he needs to protect somebody, or you're worried that like you can't protect somebody. Do you ever think about stuff like that, or like? That's why I want to know. Like I'm like as a girl, like does that thought ever come up for you?
Yeah. Yeah, like I think about. I mean, the first person that comes to my mind obviously is like him. Like if it ever comes to, I don't know, any situation where I don't know they're fucking like jumping him or something, and I'm just like I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't, or like he's
Have a good day.
He gets hurt or something, or if it comes to a situation where also like maybe they're doing something to me and he gets mad and then they start fighting or something and then it gets bad and he,
Yeah.
I think about that too and I'm just like I don't know what I would do. I would hope there'd be people around where because I can't physically do anything.
Mhm.
I know I physically can't protect him to help him in any way really, so it's like I would hope in those situations, like I have thought about that, and I would hope in those situations there'd be people around that would help.
Yeah.
And then I don't like to think about a situation where there wouldn't be anyone around, because then I'm just like, what the fuck do I do? Do I call the cops? But then it's like they don't get here in time.
I just think of
And I'm
Isidro
just
getting
like-
jumped. So that's just like.
No, I would be freaking the fuck out
but,
though.
But it,
Like-
like you said right now, it's a huge like it's the double standard.
Mhm.
You know, like
Well,
girls don't view it as just like, oh, what would I be able to do? I wouldn't be able to do anything, because I think
Like you're not
To
thinking
them,
that you
it's
want to
just-
be prepared.
to them
like,
it's solely like, oh, my well-being.
Mhm.
I think as a guy, it's not. It
You-
is the primarily it's the other person's well-being.
You don't really
But
got
there's
a
also
choice.
there's also an aspect of the societal pressure.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can't do anything, what am I?
Mhm.
And it's
'Cause-
like,
yeah,
at that
'cause I
point,
guess
your
that's the point
manhood
of
always
reference.
comes into
Yeah.
question with anything relating. Because a girl is just like, oh, well, what was she gonna do?
Mhm.
And it's just like, you don't ever see a
Like-
guy doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
Like out of the two people involved, one of them already has expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the
Yeah.
protector.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it, the way that you were talking about it wasn't less like, oh, I want to be prepared in case that ever happens so I could protect him. It's just kind of like, I just want to make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I always think, I'm like,
Because I don't know when you say that, like, prepared, I don't know how I can prepare myself in those type of situations. Like, how do I prepare myself in those type of situations?
That's something that I've actually told her. I'm like that in itself worries me, because it's like, I need to make sure that
panic
that you do
badly.
not panic in a situation like that.
I do tend
Because it's like, because I'm gonna be over here getting jumped and be worrying about you panicking while I'm getting jumped. And it's just like that. No, like, I need to know that if I were to get hurt or something were to
You gotta
happen.
jump in.
All right, prepare me right
So
now
let's
then.
get in here. They're beating my ass.
Que no vaya a ver los muertos. You know what I mean?
Help, prepare me right now
help
then.
me.
What do I do?
Like,
I would call someone.
just
I
getting
don't
stopped.
know.
but
Call
hold
the
it
cops,
together
but then it's like...
until you can get help or until you can do.
Well, yeah, I would like to believe I would.
And then because there's situations where it's just like it's just a total shutdown. And it's just like no, you can't shut down.
I think it actually, at least, bystander effect is very real.
No,
And I guess like if I was in your shoes as Celeste, right, and I had to do something and I can't do anything, and you know there are people around, I wouldn't just be there and like freak out about the situation. I would focus my attention on getting other people's attention, like snap them out of it, because a lot of people are just gonna be like, holy shit. But just be
Yeah.
like, oh, someone help him.
Yeah.
Because then it's
Yeah.
like a call to action. Like
Yeah,
it's just like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
clearly I cannot help him. Like
Yeah.
I need somebody
you
to
gotta be
help.
a shepherd.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So scary.
Yeah.
I know,
I'll tell
thinking
you
about
this.
it, it's
I'll tell
so
you this.
like-
The thing
like,
is
like
it's also very dependent on one's psychological state, I think.
Yeah.
Because you can't guarantee you can't. It's possible you're gonna be a sheep, or it's possible you're gonna be the one leading the call.
Yeah.
Like you don't know.
Yeah.
Like one day you might be more disconnected,
that's so
might be
scary
out
to
of
think
it.
about.
and then it's just like you can act. And another time you might be more into the collective, and it's just like, oh, someone else is gonna do something, because you see that in the bystander effect. There's people who look and ignore. There's people
Yeah.
who immediately act, and then there's the in-betweeners that look around to see if anyone. And as soon as
Yeah.
they see someone do something, it's like, okay, I can too. So it just.
Oh, like
It
we're
just-
doing something.
It
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
it
Oh,
it-
we're gonna help.
it
Oh, I guess we're going
It
in.
depends, it depends. And in that case, you can, like, obviously, a lot of people's first reaction is to judge, like, oh, you didn't do anything, or you only did something until
Yeah.
someone else. And it's just like, well, ease up on the accusations, first of all, because in some scenarios, the smartest person there is the one that takes a double look and sees who else is acting.
Yeah.
Because, like you guys said, it's like you're not just gonna go jump off a bridge for somebody else.
Yeah.
That's not human instinct.
And the thing
Your
is
human,
that
your
like
human instinct is to survive, and if you're seeing someone get threatened with a knife, your instinct is not naturally gonna
Yeah.
be to be like, yo, let me just go and fucking take the knife for this guy.
And,
Yeah.
and especially with someone that you don't know. Yeah, especially
Yeah,
with someone
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, what the hell, that guy?
It takes a certain person, a certain state of mind, and a certain rewiring to get past that in the moment. And some people can't do it. And you might be in a state of mind where you just can't flick that switch that day.
Yeah.
You see it happen in fights. You see it happen with professional fighters. Why do they always say like, oh yeah, you know, I didn't show up tonight.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, I got in there and I was like, I don't want to fucking be in there. And they're fucking professional
Yeah.
fighters.
And they spent
So-
like the last 6 to 12 months training for
Training,
that
yeah.
one night.
So,
and that
it-
night they
it
just
It
weren't
goes
there.
to show that,
Yeah,
like,
mhm.
the human consciousness
matter,
is
yeah.
so fickle. Like, you can't guarantee it. This isn't an anime. We're not all Deku. We're just like, yeah, my instinct. I'm gonna be a hero. I'm fucking save everybody. Like, that's not real. That doesn't exist. And the few motherfuckers that do have that,
The fact that anime had to be brought into
the
this.
few
Yeah.
the few motherfuckers that do have that, well, they're not your general populace. It's
Yeah.
Navy SEAls.
Yeah.
It's people that do that for that have
For a
that
living,
just
yeah.
like they're just those type of people.
No,
But
bro,
your
I fucking-
general population, you're gonna get you get the mix. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just, when you were saying that, like, the bystander, the 3 types of people, I was just thinking of, like, dang, Alvin.
He got scared of the AC coming on.
Zooming.
I don't know where he was.
It's like the perfect example of like those 3 types. It's when like someone's car's broken down. There's the people that drive past. There's the first person that stops to help them push the car, and then there's the like 6 other people that come after to
After
help
that
push.
person, yeah.
I think 2 things, right? I've definitely been in the side of, okay, no one's doing anything. Clearly someone has to do something. And in those times where I have been that person, I was scared shitless. I ain't gonna even fucking lie. Like, it's just like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm getting into, but I'm going in, you know?
You say, you're like, hey.
Yeah, like, yeah, because it to me, when I notice that no one else is doing anything, that's more scary to me, because if that person dies or something, like, that's kind of my fault, you know? And so in the few times that I have been that person, I've been scared fucking shitless. Luckily, nothing fucking happened, you know? But then whenever I'm in a scenario like that too, I always kind of think about like, okay, well, why is this happening in the first place? Because it could very well be that the person getting their ass beat is the bad person. Like, maybe that's the person who threatened the person in the first place. But the person defending themselves is the person controlling the situation. And so then if I go in and I freaking kick that guy in the face, the whole scenario turns to shit really fast, you know?
The Joker's like, hey, thank you.
Yeah, he's just like, thanks.
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you really have to read the situation, but it's scary because you have to read the situation quickly because you don't know in which way it could go, you know?
Yeah.
You see, I think that's why what scares me most, and I think that I think about the most, isn't like random encounters that I see on the street. It's just when there's a friend of mine that's like in a situation like that. Like, we were going out, right? And for some reason I go to the bathroom and I come out and it's like there's just a bunch of dudes like beating up Isidro. I'm just like, oh shit.
That's what I do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what happened, Isidro?
See, right there, I feel like, at least I have like a way of thinking about it. If I were to come out and I see people jumping you, no question and a complete disregard for my safety, I jump in.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's not a fair fight, you know? It'd be very different if we go out and you're drunk or beforehand. You're over here like, I'm just like, dude, like, you're looking for problems, bro. Like
relax,
out.
bro.
Yeah.
That's totally
and then you're getting
fair,
your ass kicked by one dude. I'll be like,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm not gonna get my ass kicked because you're over here trying to be a tough guy. Like,
That's a difference.
You looked for it and you found it.
I guess that's why I worry about you, because I'm just like, not you in specific, but like my friends.
Yeah.
It's because I know that they wouldn't like start something. Like, it'd be something that like I don't know where. I mean,
It's
maybe
like
you
what's
would. I don't
happening.
know. I fucking know. I'd be like, what the fuck is happening? Like,
Yeah.
what did Isidro do?
Full out bar fight.
Yeah, there was an instance where we went to a club for my cousin's birthday, right? I'm not a clubbing person, so like that's out of my environment. But
not in your element.
yeah, and like one of my cousins, like you said, he's fucking hella drunk and shit, doesn't know how to handle his shit, and he thought he was being funny, but the person that he was talking to was not laughing. You know, he told him to go fuck himself or whatever. He's joking, he's laughing while he's saying it, but obviously the guy was just like, what the fuck did you say? You know, and so then he kind of got in my cousin's face and stuff. I think I told you guys the story already, right? Well, for the people on the podcast. So yeah, my cousin's talking shit to this guy. The guy is like, what the fuck did you say? And you know, they're arguing. I couldn't really hear what they were saying because the music was really loud. But then my other cousin came and pushed my other cousin aside. He's like, hey, I'm sorry, he's drunk, like it's okay. He's like, well, control him, bro, because he's getting out of whack. And then that guy's friend came late. He pushes his friend out of the way, and he's like, well, if he got beef with him, you got beef with me. And so he pushes my other cousin, and so now that cousin's like, yo, chill, you know? And it was like a fucking it escalated.
Yeah.
And then that cousin's sister comes and she's like, please, like, no, like, don't fight, they're just drunk. He pushes her and he's like, get the fuck out of the way, bitch, or I'll beat your ass too. So now her boyfriend is fucking heated as shit. And don't blame him, I'd fucking be hella mad too if someone said that shit to my girlfriend, right? And so now he has the eyes of like, I'm gonna kill this guy. And so I remember in that split second, I was like, yo, I ain't about to get shanked in a club Because one guy thought it'd be funny to talk shit to somebody.
And then
You
it
know
just,
what I
all
mean?
these people got
Yeah,
involved.
and the thing is, it did get a little scary because one of the guys, when he was walking away, he's like, "I'm gonna fucking shoot up all y'all, like when you fucking leave the club or something," right? It was a front, obviously, but
It's
like,
still scary. You never
but
know.
it's still scary, you know?
never know.
And so the best thing that I could have done in that situation was I pulled the people that I could back, right? I tried to remove them from the situation because obviously everyone there was drinking, everyone there was just out of whack, you know? So I did the best that I could and I just pulled them out. I was just like, let's go, you know, just leave, you know? But it's one of those scenarios where it's just like if shit would have hit the fan that day, I would have been really upset because I don't want like my family or like my friends getting hurt because one person can't handle like their shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's like you said, you know, if you're drunk and you're looking for problems and stuff, it's yeah, you know, as a friend, like it's like I care about you and everything, but at the same time,
Your own.
yeah, but no. But
Yeah.
The reality is, at the same time, if your friends are giving you advice and stuff, you know, it, and you don't listen to it, you know, like if you're the drunk person and you're just like, whatever, like at that point, it's also you not listening to your friends. Because
Yeah.
obviously your friends have their best intention for you. That's why they're your friends, you know? And so it's like, I don't know. It's a fine line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because imagine like you're in a scenario like that. You're the drunk one. You start a fight. You obviously can't do anything because you're fucking blacking out. And let's say your friend has to go to the hospital because he got stabbed for you. You know, like, I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah.
that would fucking hurt me mentally, you know? Like, I would not want my friends to be put in a situation like that because of me, you know? And so, yeah, like, it's
Well,
one of those
yeah,
things
yeah.
where it's just like, how far are you willing to go for the people you care about?
Yeah.
You know? It's a very interesting topic.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I would have
okay.
said I would have been home.
It's very situation
Eating a bag of
dependent.
Doritos.
It's very situation dependent. I mean, depends what's going on.
Yeah.
Like literally. Like,
And I guess right now when you're describing that, I'm just like, I just don't think that I surround myself with the type of people
Yeah.
that would do that shit. Like if I ever went out with someone and I started seeing that they can't handle their shit, I'm like, well,
This is the last time I'm hanging
that's
out.
when I'm ever hanging out with this person. I would never want to hang out with you ever again.
Look, all I'm saying, if one day I'm walking down downtown Davis and someone's smacking Celeste or someone's beating up on Isidro or someone's tickling Rigo's booty, you know, like I'm getting one good drop kick out.
he ain't learning jujitsu for nothing.
I'm sorry, why did yours?
Why did my booty get fingered?
I don't know. I was trying to like switch. I was trying to like
up.
switch up the scenarios, and I don't know why that one just came up.
It's because I'm double cheeked up, bro.
It's because he's thickums.
Dick 'em.
Oh man,
Dang you.
that thing be thangin', bro. Oh shit.
Does the I guess this is more of a personal question, but like, does the size of the person who is like committing the assault like completely change
Like,
how you approach that scenario? Like if there's a guy that you could clearly beat up and you
Yeah.
see them kind of messing with me, like, do you just immediately go in there like,
Oh no,
like,
no,
If I was
no.
like, I wouldn't pick a fight with them.
Tampoco like if it's someone that like clearly like I can ragdoll the fuck out of them. I'm
I'd be like,
actually,
you got it,
I'm
then.
actually
got
less.
it, then.
I'd be less inclined to want
if it
to
was
get
like a dude
involved.
twice your size, I'd
Yeah.
be like, no, this motherfucker's gonna need backup.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
okay,
that point-
okay, but like what I mean then is like if it's a dude that's like twice your size, so it's like quadruple my size.
At that point,
and you see that guy.
it's a rescue mission, bro.
Yeah.
just
Like I'm just
no.
saying, like when you go in there, are you going in there like aggro? You're like, whoa, like let's calm down, guys.
Yeah. Dog, at that point, I'm talking to you, and I'll be like, how can we fix this so that this does not happen again?
oh my god.
I'd be like, yo, bro, fucking slipping him a 20 while fucking like,
It's okay. It's
It's
okay.
good.
I'd come in and just kind of like confuse him.
Yeah.
His rage almost like I'd be like, yo, and I'd just like slap Regal kind of hard, you know. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Hey, bro,
Yeah.
it's okay, cool, chill.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah.
I'm gonna take my buddy over here. You know, you can't hold the fucking liquor.
And then you come over here and we go, what the fuck?
He ate 14 Reese's cups today.
Bro, why are you fighting with Andre the Giant, motherfucker?
That guy looks like Cali Muscle. Holy shit.
I guess what made me think about that, like, I don't know if you guys seen that meme or whatever, where it's like, oh, you know, this guy slaps your girl's ass. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Oh, then,
yeah. Like, I'm just saying.
Nah, that's different though.
Yeah, okay. I'm talking about that scenario. Like,
Oh, no,
like
that's
I'm
different.
saying, like if you know you're walking around the grocery store and it's like, do you react differently if like a guy like me slaps less ass, or like a guy like Shaq does it, and you're just like,
So Les is like, the people want to know.
No, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
if
the
I'd get-
people want to
I
know.
might be more scared
Me.
of the big black dude.
oh my god.
Okay.
But I'd be mad, so I don't
Uh-huh.
think I'd give a fuck in the moment.
I would be mad
In the
too.
moment, yeah.
I would
Yeah,
be
like
mad.
in the
You
mo-
let
I'm not
the
gonna be
emotions get the
calculating
better
and
of
be
you,
like,
right?
oh man, this guy's kind of big. He just slapped my girl's ass. I'm not gonna do anything. It's like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, I'd be mad
You don't
too,
even
bro.
see who it is. You just go like, "Hey," and then you turn around and
You're like,
what?
whoa.
I'll get one good distraction drop kick out.
And then you're like,
You're like, "Hey, I'm closer to the nuts,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not fucking
Yeah.
clean at that point.
bro." You pulling out the pocket sand, the nut shots.
Pocket sand,
It's like,
bro.
hey, you started touching private parts, motherfucker. I'll fucking chomp a motherfucker's balls off, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck it, bro.
Like if my teeth are there,
He gonna get those testes like a fucking punching bag. It's like a speed bag.
I'll just be like,
What the fuck?
Whoa,
Yo.
what happened?
different route.
Whoa.
Yo, this turned into a different scenario.
At that point, he's just like, you slapped the wrong ass, bro. Fucking pause.
like, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
or I'll just do. Have you guys watched Blue Mountain State?
No.
Yeah. It's
No.
like the way to combat any like tough guy like that, or just like they're trying to fucking pick a fight with you. Just fucking pull your pants down and just be like, "What, bro? I'll fucking jerk you off. I'll fucking jerk you off."
I'd get mad too of whoever did that to
Yeah.
me. If you
Well,
turned me
no
like,
shit.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Crazy shit. Like, has anything crazy like that ever happened to you?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Like, there's never been like a creep that's like followed you like around school.
Ew.
'Cause I know I've had that. Like,
See, if that happened to me,
See,
I
Joe's
would,
face is
immediately,
like-
I would have immediately thought they were trying to kill me. Because,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
I think of, like, criminal minds. So just like,
Yeah.
I got a serial killer behind me.
yeah, no,
No, I
no.
don't think that's ever.
Because I think I told you guys about the dude that that was stealing like girls' laundry in our
Yeah.
first apartment.
Yeah.
Ew, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah. Remember the first apartment that you went?
That's
the
abandoned
Fairmont.
shit.
In Manmore?
Yeah, at the Fairmont.
for the Halloween.
For the Halloween,
party?
but the very first, the apartment that you helped me move from
It was, like, right
into
across
the
from Ross.
upstairs one.
Yeah, where Luis, when we took Luis.
When we took Luis, yeah.
Right across
Or
from
Are you
Ross.
Party City's
serious?
at?
Really? Someone did that shit?
Yeah, so like,
Ew, dude.
there was a guy there,
What the
and when we
fuck?
went to go tell the office, they
Uh-huh.
were like, "Oh yeah, it's been happening for like months or something like that."
What, he would like break into their houses and shit?
No, he would go to the laundry rooms because it was a community laundry room. You don't
Uh-huh.
have laundries in your
Like
your
most
apartment.
apartments.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
most apartments.
Yeah.
So he would like watch like girls that would go in there and wash their clothes, and then he'd only take like their underwear and like their bras.
Ew.
Ew, bro. What the fuck?
No,
Come on,
luckily,
man.
Luckily, that's
No.
never
Don't do that.
happened to me. Nothing creepy or
Child.
disrespectful or anything like that has happened.
Oh god, no, bro.
Luckily.
What? That's gross, man. Come on.
That's just.
See, though, and then
It's
I
just
think,
it's so.
and
it's
I think
so
about that too. I've thought
disgusting,
about,
bro.
I've thought about situations like that. Like if anything like that ever just happened to me, and like I think about those situations. Like what if that happens to me while I'm like at the store, like I'm alone, like
Yeah.
I'm not with him. Like what do I do? Like I'd get mad, and I'd probably like instantly be like, dude, what the fuck? Like why'd you just touch me or something like that? But I feel like I just after that I'd kind of just like
Well, someone's
walk
stealing
away.
someone's underwear and then someone
Yeah.
physically following
Touch-
someone
yeah.
is different, you know. But still, like, come on, man, like keep your hands to yourself, bro. Like,
Yeah.
keep your fucking underwear to yourself. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know, man. I feel like there's definitely got to be something
What's
wrong
the same thing
if
as to
you're
like
if you get
just
to that
said,
point.
like that? Why am I not a type of person to go to the clubs and shit like that? Well, just for that reason, because
Yeah.
you run into shit like that, and it's like, why go to those places?
Where it's a higher chance of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just avoid that shit.
Mm.
Like, it's
Yeah.
just like.
I mean, it just
why
sucks
put
that it has
yourself
to
in
be like a
situations where
problem in the
that can
first
happen?
place. Like it just sucks that it's just like why
And that's just
are you like that?
what is that? Just ego or what?
And it sucks too that happens a lot to like a lot of girls. Like just
Mhm.
even if it's just like catcalling and stuff,
Mm.
like creepily, like it's just like.
I think it's. I
So
think
creepy, so unnecessary, so like.
I think a big contributor to it though is just the fact that guys maybe not. I feel like as time passes, it's less and less like the case. But like I feel like when I grew up, a big thing that people tried to push on me, especially like guys, was that you need to have a lot of girlfriends. You need
It's
to
like that
like
machismo.
exactly
Yeah.
yeah. It's
I
the
mean, you still
machismo.
see
It's
it,
the-
like in
yeah.
construction or like
You
in
still- yeah.
fields where it's just it's like guys.
Like a man's.
Yeah.
Well, it's
It's
literally what's like the
literally,
what's the thing that like they tell like guys all the time? It's like, oh, you know, if she says no or whatever, like, you know, you got to keep trying.
You gotta try
Like, it's
harder
like if she
or
doesn't
something.
want you.
That is
Yeah.
so.
It's creepy.
That is such a fucked up mentality.
Yeah,
It is.
Like,
that's like the
such
first
a
thing. Like,
fucked up
yeah,
mentality.
when you're like, oh, you know, I really like this girl, but she doesn't like me. It's like, oh, well, you know, you got to keep trying. You got to keep. I'm just like,
That's
what
so
the
fucked
fuck?
up. Such
I
a
mean-
fucked up way of thinking.
don't get me wrong, man. Like I believe in perseverance. You know, like if shit doesn't go your way the first time, you know, try again. But
yeah,
like,
but if like she's
but-
legit
but-
being
but
like,
it's
no,
different- it's different
like,
when
leave
you're-
me alone.
it's-
Like stop.
it's different when you're
Like,
dealing with
boundaries.
someone else's like emotions,
Yeah.
or when you're dealing with someone else's personal space.
Mhm, like, boundaries.
Because I don't know, man. Like, you know, someone had like if I was like in a bathroom, public bathroom, and someone wiped their ass, you know, and they're coming at me with like a fucking piece of fucking toilet paper with shit on it, and I'm like, no, and they kept insisting, I would fucking be upset.
Very,
great analogy.
very direct correlation.
And I get shit for money. How out of left field was that example?
What a terrible fucking example.
Oh my goodness.
That's so gross.
Like all you had to say was like, imagine someone's trying to touch my ass and I say no, but no, you had to like add shit.
My mind is in.
My mind is an enigma. Cute milk falling over. Oh shit.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. But yeah, come on, man. Like, fucking just stay.
Because there's
away
like
from people, man.
Because there's like a clear difference between like, oh, you know, like perseverance in terms of like, oh, you know, like you're friends with somebody that it's like, oh, you know, you've always known them and it's like, you know, there's something there but there isn't. It's like maybe someday it'll work or something, but that's not you like berating this person. Like if someone tells you
Someone
like
that you
straight
just
up,
met.
yeah, someone
There's a
you
difference
just meet.
between perseverance and pushing it.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you were to go to like, I don't know, like a bar or something, you know, you're trying to talk to somebody, and it's just kind of like, yo, like if clearly they're not interested, like it's creepy if you keep going.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like just stop. You know.
And it's like you have no shame because it's like I guess like I just feel, I don't know, I just feel shame.
Yeah.
I guess like I feel embarrassed, right? Like I go talk to someone and you like put yourself out there like that, and then they say like, nah. I'm
Like,
just like I
alright.
don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm like I
Yeah.
want to go disappear.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not an alpha.
Oh, you're just not a creep.
Nah, it's,
You're just not a creep, is what it
It's a good way to put it.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
usually those type
Crazy
of guys aren't
situations, man.
smooth with it though.
Yo.
Yeah, bro. Like fuck. I don't know how.
Gives me like frat boy
Yeah.
energy.
Okay, I don't know why the fuck. Like I'm so, like I see this shit. I was at that gas station. Like I'm at the gas station. I'm pumping gas, and then there's this girl like next to me pumping gas, right? And like you know, like like we're just like I'm at my
You're
pump.
both pumping?
Yeah. Like we're both like at the pump, and we're just like like. how's the weather?
Oh, you were talking to her?
Like, no, like, we were just making small talk. Like, I don't know. You know when you accidentally make eye contact with someone and you're just like, oh, I don't know. Like, fuck it.
I don't be
feel
looking at
hella
people.
I don't do that.
Like,
I feel hella awkward.
I
I
just
don't
like
know.
people.
Because the thing was, it was just an awkward situation because her pump was like lined up right with mine. The thing is, like, we kind of like acknowledged each other and we're just like, and then like, so I'm ignoring, I'm like minding my own business. And then like, she finishes pumping, she puts her pump back, and then she gets in her car, right? And I see this dude from across the fucking gas station run. Like, this dude is like in a full sprint. He like goes up to her car and he's like knocking on her window. She's like, pop, 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 pop. And I was like, the fuck's going on? And then he was just like,
I would have been
yo,
terrified if I saw
like,
that.
yeah. And then this
From
guy was
my
like,
car.
yo, like, let me hit you up sometime. Like, and then she's like just driving. Like, he's basically like trying to get her number like as she's driving away.
Ew.
And then like, and she was like, what the fuck? And then she keeps driving. And then he looks at me and he was like, bro, she was fucking bad, huh? That bitch is hot. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, he was looking at me like, am I right? Am I right, bro? I'm like,
Was this on a Thursday?
no.
Sure seems fucking thirsty
Thirsty
Thursday to
fuck,
me,
yeah.
bro. What
I
the
was
fuck?
like, bro, I was like, did that just happen?
Ew,
I'm like, this
dude.
motherfucker like got out of his fucking car to go like talk to this chick, and then
That's so creepy.
I'm picking up groceries later in the same fucking week. I'm doing like a DoorDash delivery and I'm waiting in line, right? And this dude is waiting in front of me and he's like already putting his shit like on the conveyor belt. And then this girl, like, it's cool because I know her now because I go to that store a lot. Well, I do DoorDash deliveries and she handles the deliveries. She's really cool. But she walks past, right? And she was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And then the guy sees her like in that moment, and he like goes past me, like brushes past me, like because I'm in line, right? So he brushes past me, and he's just like
Ew,
just
what the fuck?
staring at her ass, like not even trying to make it like sly
Oh
or
my God, that just
whatever.
reminds me of something.
Yeah, and he's just like fucking like. He doesn't say anything to her. He just wants to stare at her ass as she's walking away, and then he looks at me and he was like, nice, right? And I was like,
I
bro,
guess.
like, I'm like,
What are you, 14?
Liar?
I'm like, yeah.
There was a guy there was a guy at Food for Less that they actually kicked out for doing shit like that.
Yeah, bro, it's like, what the fuck?
You know
remember
what
that.
I'm talking about?
I remember that.
He would always go to buy beer.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
and like the thing is, I didn't know he was doing that.
Yeah, until they told me.
Until they told me.
Mm-hmm.
And there was actually one time where I was a checker, right? I rarely checked, but like there was this one time where I was a checker and I'm talking to this lady because she's up next, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm scanning her stuff. Yeah. Do you need any bags? And then this guy was talking to her. And I thought that she was talking to him because she wanted to. And then he was like, oh, like, can I have your number and stuff? And she's packing her groceries and she's still like talking to him. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess she wants to talk to him, you know? And then, and then all of a sudden, like, the lady's mom that was with her, she was like, yo, can someone like get this guy away from her? Like, she's clearly uncomfortable. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then like that's when like security came and they're like, hey, you gotta go. He's just nah, like she's giving me her number, right? And she just kind of was just like, you know, it was just what the fuck, dude.
Is
Like
this the same guy that had told?
he was wore a tank top.
No. Is this the same guy that had told? Who did he tell it to that he was gonna wait for her outside? One of the
I think
girls.
so. Yeah, I think
That he told.
Why are
he
men?
told
Why
them,
are some men so?
okay, like I'm gonna wait for you outside.
Yeah,
Like, or
yeah.
when do you leave work? He kept telling her when she left work.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know who it was though.
Yeah. It was that guy.
Yeah.
And then he got kicked out
Gross.
permanently from the store.
You got banned for being thirsty.
Dude,
I hope he fucking did. I mean, goddamn.
it's just like, bro, like, I don't know, man. Like, you would think that it's pretty fucking clear that you're making people uncomfortable and that you're bothering people.
You continue to do
And
it.
it's just
care.
like, you know, you've been talked to by security multiple times. You know,
He
you would
obviously doesn't give a
assume
shit.
you would,
He's trying to get what he wants.
you know, and
And
that's
that's
what it
the
is. Like, it's like,
mentality.
do you either not give a shit or you just like not good at reading social cues?
Yeah, no, they just don't give a shit. It's literally that. Like, they have no self-respect, no embarrassment, no, like, like nothing. Like they all that shit just goes over their head. Like, I mean, I don't know. You were saying that
It
that reminded
me
you of something.
Yeah, I went back home. What was it for? I don't know. I went back home recently, and I went to go eat with my parents and my aunt. Actually, no, this was in Sacramento. My parents came here, and we went to go visit my aunt that lives in Sacramento. And we went to go eat at this Vietnamese restaurant, whatever.
Some pho?
Fucking.
Dude, no, I don't even know, dude. Was it Vietnamese? I don't know. It was some Asian restaurant. And then there was these two older guys sitting at at a table at the entrance. This was like towards the end. We were about to like leave and stuff, but I saw this girl come in, and she was wearing like a crop top, but she was still showing cleavage, and like it was kind of like a strappy like crop top or whatever. And it was just so gross because they just when she walked in, they just like watched her, and then like it's so clear that they were just watching her and then like talking about her. And it was just so gross.
Yeah.
You can tell what they were sizing her down.
Yeah.
And then when she walked out, they like kept watching her and looked out out the window to like see her walk out. And then they were so clearly talking about her, and it was two older guys, like guys, like 40, like
gross.
40-year-old
Pervy
looking guys.
sage.
And it was just so gross. I was just like, staring at them. I was just like, what the fuck? Like,
dude, yeah, like whenever like a guy, like especially like older
it was
men,
two guys
when they
like doing, and they were like communicating with each other about it.
when they tell me shit like that, they're just like, that bitch was fine, huh? Like,
it's just
like I don't even know what the fuck to say to that. Like, it's just like, I just came here to buy Skittles, bro.
Yeah, and the girl
Like,
was,
it's just like
That's what bothers you when they look at me. They're like, right, and I'm like, the fuck part of me, man? Don't talk to me.
I was selecting Snickers bar, bro.
And the girl was young. Like, she looked like no older than like 20, maybe.
No, and it's always younger girls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
always
it's
younger,
just
yeah.
so gross. She didn't notice it. She wasn't like didn't even notice them. But yeah, like I was just seeing it, and I was just like, that's so uncomfortable to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must happen to you all the time with this fine piece of meat
No.
next to you.
I'd be staring everyone down like,
Don't you
don't you look at it.
Don't you look at him? Don't you
Walking down
dare.
F Street and you just
I'm just
all
like,
the cars are crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
damn,
I don't
Shawty.
think that's ever happened.
it's a struggle. No, I know.
He's being modest.
I mean, I bet.
No, I just think it's like most people mind their business. You know, like most people aren't like that.
Not again.
That was Alvin.
Well, that was Alvin.
Oh, that was
I
Alvin.
think he was pulling at the thing.
Dang, Alvin.
Do I cue the elevator?
He wants
music?
the Alvin cam.
Do, 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 do,
There
do,
you
do.
go. Yeah.
I should pull it down right, like after you set it up.
Sweet jazz.
Oh shit.
I think the camera falls always look a good cue to end the podcast.
We're at an hour.
Oh.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good podcast.
Yeah, some men are creepy.
I'm ready for my
Moral of the
close
story.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And some moms have some severe
Problems.
mental issues.
Yeah, we were fairly equal on our judgments today.
But yes, we should watch that movie.
I'm down.
Next time we hang out, because very good movie.
Yeah.
Those are the type of movies I love. Like those kind of psychological, like.
Alvin's like, what do you mean catcalling? I ain't calling nobody.
No one called me.
That was a good podcast.
I get
Yeah.
cat called all the time too.
Way to pat ourselves on the back. So
No fighting this time.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, right. So that reminds me, I wanted to bring some.
Round 2. Mortal Kombat.
Let's keep it down because it's already almost midnight, guys.
Oh god.
It's Friday.
It's Friday night.
Friday night. Yeah.
Perfect.
Want to play us out?
Oh shit! Yeah.
All right, and while you do that, thank everybody for listening. Thank you for checking us out again. Joanna, blow up the comments like always. Share us with your friends, your families.
Cats or dogs.
Yeah, that creepy dude that keeps fucking won't leave you alone. Maybe he'll get the hint. And yeah, don't drug your kids and make them think they're sick, because that's not cool.
Hey yo, and if someone is chasing you or like following you, call the cops.
And if you're gonna go that far to drug your kids and stuff, I mean, you might as well just give them cancer for real.
Oh my god.
That's like,
Oh.
Way to end it on the dark note.
I mean,
Right on
it's
cue.
possible it could happen. But yeah, make sure to check us out on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah,
Perfect.
leave a rating, download, comment. What's the comment? Some moms are crazy, some men suck.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of an emoji.
Yeah.
The crazy emoji.
Underwear.
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 But you know who you can check out? Me on the podcast.
So random.
When you were saying, when you
random.
said underwear, I was like, I guess you're gonna miss the
Panty
panty raid.
Oh my god. Dude, that episode.
It got banned.
I know.
Yeah.
What?
Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah.
Dost thou feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
I
That's a
always
pretty
wondered.
creepy episode if you think about
It
it.
really
Like,
is. I mean, like, I kind of wondered why, like, I never saw it again.
Mhm.
But it was because it got banned. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, it ran for a long time. It didn't
It's
get
one of the
banned like
first ones.
recently.
Yeah.
Like yeah, but yeah, yeah. Leave a rating on whatever podcast platforms, please. We need those. It helps out the charts. Leave a comment. I don't know, underwear, I guess, or maybe the little crazy emoji.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The one with the eyes that are like.
Yeah, it's all like
swirly.
Swirly eyes.
Yeah, that one. You know what I'm talking about.
The confusion eyes.
Yeah,
you know.
Joanna, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Go.
Our friend's house.
Podcast.
All right.
Brought to you by Telemundo.